Okay, sorry about that, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. No, I wasn't talking. Um, Sorry about that, y'all. Can y'all hear me now? Put a one in chat if you can hear me now. Allie chat, something's wrong with Allie chat. Allie, something is wrong with the top chat and live chat option on iPhones, I guess. Because me and Ella's having the same problem, and we both got iPhones. We can't get into live chat either. Like we hit on it, and like this little bitty line will pop up, but it don't pull up the menu. Thank you, Uncle Will. Hey, bro, it's really good to see you. How you been, brother? It's always a pleasure to see you, bro, for real. If y'all haven't, sub up to Uncle Will. He's great. He's part of Creek Squad. He's pretty fucking awesome. He stands for the truth. He gets out there and searches for babies. He's like my brother from another mother, I swear. Good people. Yeah, Elliot, ain't you? You sent me another case in Tennessee? Okay. As long as it don't involve babies, I'm good. I'll look at it. I can't promise you that I'll cover it because look, people want me to cover all these cases and stuff, and I probably should. But if my heart, whenever I look at it, and if my heart just doesn't feel a certain type of way, I can't do it. I don't know why. Ah, boat. Has it been cold there where y'all at? We've been getting cold weather down here. It's been fucking freezing. Like for Florida, it's freezing. You know what I mean? Like, I can't handle it. It's a different kind of cold, too. It's like, I don't know, it's a wet cold. Cold there, too. Yeah. It's warm. It warms up in the daytime here now. It was cold in the daytime, but it warms up now at night. It gets like in the 30s, 20s. It's 70 outside right now, but soon as that sun starts to go down, it gets really cold. Like at, let's see, 6 o'clock, no, 5 o'clock, it starts to go down. The temperature does. It's crazy. Even 70 degrees, though, after you've had a few cold days and you've not had a good warm sunshine, even these 73 days or 70-degree days still are cold, if that makes sense. Yes, the kind of weather my grandmother used to say, I get sick in. You gonna get sick. Put a coat on, you gonna get sick. Yep. Hey, Allie, did you ever hear that you can't wear, that Vicks vapor rub stuff that you put on your chest when you're sick? My mom used to tell me, because my mom helped raise me, and she used to tell me, once you put that on, you better not go outside. You'll get pneumonia. You'll get pneumonia. You better not go outside with that vapor rub on your chest. Sit here in front of the stove. Get warm. I'll never, good old days, man. I miss my mom so much. She was amazing. It was my mom's mama. We called her Ma. She was she was the rock to our family, and after she passed, mm-mm. Oh wow, now that's cold. Yeah, it's been cold as fuck here, hasn't it? Like bone chilling cold. Like I can't do it. It wasn't this cold last year, I don't believe. I was here last year and it wasn't this cold. And I just don't remember it. I do got a bad memory, so yeah. I love aloe. I have aloe plant. You got to put the heat on, Frank, the radiators. I love me a good radiator heater, though. They get warm as fuck, but they're so dangerous. Y'all probably got the ones that's like built into the wall, don't you? Because the radiator heater I'm talking about rolls around, but they're so warm, they get so warm. All right, as y'all know, earlier during my other live, we got some breaking news. No, but yeah, Brian Walsh has been charged with the murder of his missing wife, Anna Walsh. They still have not found her body, as far as I know. That's what I want to talk about today. So let's see.
Michael Morrissey has announced that a murder warrant has been issued in the death of Anna Walsh, the Cohasset mother, who has been missing since on or about New Year's Day. Of course, you're looking at video of her husband, Brian Walsh, now charged with murder in connection with Anna Walsh's disappearance. He had been charged with interfering with the investigation. WBZ's Chief I-Team investigative reporter Cheryl Fiandaca joins me now to discuss this. And so, Cheryl, bring us up to date on why this would have been issued today.
Well, it looks like the DNA and all of the blood evidence probably came back by now. We know that they found a knife that was partially broken in the basement of the home. They know they found some other blood evidence there. They found other evidence at a site where they were searching here in Peabody. All of this evidence from this site here, taken from the mother's dumpster. The mother of Brian Walsh lives in Swampscott. This was a dumpster outside her condominium where the evidence here was found in. Sources tell us the evidence there involved a hacksaw, a hatchet, some blood, and cleaning supplies, and all of that obviously would have gone to be tested at the state lab as well. And all of that evidence by now would have come back, and they would have all of what they would need to file the warrant for his arrest on the murder charge. And, you know, a lot of folks don't know, but you can file murder charges against someone without having the body. Circumstantial evidence, while a lot of folks think that you cannot be convicted on circumstantial evidence, in fact, you can be, and many people are every day.
Right, so an arraignment will be scheduled for tomorrow, as early as tomorrow, they're saying, at 9 a.m. in Quincy District Court. And again, for people who have not been paying close attention, Anna Walsh was reported missing several days into 2023 by her husband after it had been reported that she had left her 3 small children, allegedly gone to do business in Washington, D.C. But it was that gap in the timeline, right, that he said she had left the home on New Year's Day, but he didn't report her missing until days later. And then, as you point out, what looks like extremely damning evidence found in the basement of the home with the blood and the bloody knife.
Right. I mean, he apparently calls her employer looking for her, saying that he's not heard from her. Her employer reports her missing. But that's days after he says that she left for a work emergency trip in Washington, D.C. And also a friend of the family who had been having dinner with him, he says he was having dinner with him. We of course, haven't verified that other than what they say. Said that she seemed happy and fine, and the couple seemed fine. And at first, the police actually came out and said, we don't think there's anything sinister here. We don't think this is a crime. We're just looking for her, and we're asking folks to come forward with information. But really, within a matter of days, all of that turned into something much more serious.
Let's listen. Here's the Norfolk DA.
Detectives from the Cohasset Police Department and the Massachusetts State Police detectives assigned to the Norfolk District Attorney's Office have been involved in an intensive investigation into the fate of Anna Walsh, a 39-year-old Cohasset mother of 3, since she was first reported missing on January 4th. Early in this investigation, the police developed probable cause to believe that her husband, Brian Walsh, age 47, had misled police investigators on material matters important to the search for Anna Walsh. He has pled not guilty to those charges and is currently being held at the Norfolk County House of Correction. The continued investigation has now allowed police to obtain an arrest warrant charging Brian Walsh with the murder of his wife. Mr. Walsh will be transported to the Quincy District Court for arraignment on the charge of murder. Additional details of the investigation and the evidence in support of those charges are likely to be presented at arraignment, but will not be disclosed at this time. This marks the second allegation of domestic violence homicide in Norfolk County in less than a month. Our thoughts are very much with the family these crimes have left behind.
So there is the Norfolk DA. So Cheryl, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, arraignment in Quincy District Court. What happens to Brian Walsh now? Is there something different about where he'll be held? What happens next for him?
No, he will probably still remain where he is. He's being held on charges of misleading investigators. And he's also out awaiting sentencing on a federal case where he was on an electronic monitoring bracelet. So he's going nowhere on both of those cases. So he'll be held until they either have a probable cause hearing on these new charges or they do a direct indictment to Superior Court, which is probably quite likely.
Yeah. What are your sources telling you about this evidence that as it was being gathered, we had seen in those first days where it became obvious that something sinister had happened here? There was a search behind a grocery store about a mile from their home, then that fell off. Then they searched the house. There have been other areas in and around their home in Cohasset being searched. If they never locate her body, what does that mean for this case? And the PB landfill, we saw that as well.
Right. It looks like they went through a very methodical investigation. They searched the home, they gathered evidence there. They searched a number of other locations. They drained the family's pool in the backyard. They searched the entire woods. They took the trash from Brian Walsh's mother's condominium in Swampscott and searched through that, where they found a number of other items of evidence. And they gathered all of it and brought it to the state crime lab, where I assume at this point in time, the fact that they're bringing these charges, that DNA and blood evidence has come back that directly connects him to her murder, to Anna Walsh's murder.
Yeah, I can't imagine the hacksaw either, Allie. I can't imagine none of it. At this point, he just needs to tell him where her body is, because it's obvious he done it. Tell him where her damn body is. And them poor babies. I think her youngest one just turned 2 recently or something, and she has 3 kids between age 2 and 6. Boys. They're all 3 boys. But the youngest little boy has blonde hair, and there was something mentioned and something I read about him having blonde hair, like blonde hair. And nobody had blonde hair in the family. He does. The youngest one. Yeah, I think there will be a press conference. I do. I've been looking for that. But you all know we found out on live. Let me go here and look. Let's see here. What is it? I'm looking here, y'all. I don't know. I don't see nothing. Oh, yes, there is. No, that was January 6th. That's an old one. Oh, could we watch? Y'all want to watch that old press conference? We didn't pick this case up until a little late. Have we watched her press conference? I don't know if we did. Yeah, I remember that dude. Just a second here. We'll watch the first press conference. I don't think we've watched it because I usually check mark them after we watch them. I wait and give them a like until we watch them because then that way it lets me know that I'm done with it. And I haven't check marked this one. I did now, but not previously. I don't know if this is like actually it, but this is.
Ambassador providing more information about a woman who has been missing since New Year's Day. Let's listen in.
Yes. Again, thank you for coming. We're looking for the public's help and the media's help in locating Anna Walsh, Walshe. She's been missing since the first of the year, early morning hours of the first of the year, and we're seeking the public's help in locating her. She was reported missing again on the first, and she's not been heard from. We have detectives working around the clock, Cohasset police detectives, along with detectives from the Massachusetts State Police, as well as detectives from the towns of Hingham, Hull, Norwell, and Situate. With that, I'll open it up to any questions.
Are there suspicious circumstances here that you're concerned about?
At this point, it's a missing person investigation. We're just trying to locate Anna and get her home safely. Whether we have nothing to support anything suspicious or criminal.
Who reported her missing, and where was she actually last seen? Inside her home? What was she doing prior to her going missing?
She was last seen at her house in Cohasset on the first of the year in the early morning hours, approximately 4 or 5 a.m. She was reported missing Wednesday. Simultaneously, we received simultaneous reports from her employer in Washington, D.C., as well as her husband, who lives here in Cohasset.
Was she supposed to get on a plane to go to Washington, D.C.? Was that why she would have left the house?
It was reported that she was that she took a ride share from her home in Cohasset to Logan Airport to board a plane to go to Reagan International Airport in D.C.
Do you have any evidence that she actually took that ride share?
We have been in contact with the rideshare companies. We have not been able to confirm that she actually got into a rideshare service. That being said, we know that there's situations where rideshare services, Anna is a person who commutes to DC, and sometimes the drivers go offline. They don't go through the actual rideshare service. They'll contract with the fare themselves. So we have detectives working on that right now. But at this point, we cannot confirm that she actually got into a rideshare in Cohasset. We can further, we have confirmed with the airlines, and that's been a challenge, that she did not board a plane this week.
And so you confirmed that she did not board the plane? Do you know what airline she was supposed to get onto that?
We have confirmed that. We've confirmed with all airlines. And again, it's been a challenge. It's been widely reported to the media that there's been challenges with travel over the holidays. So there's been a bit of chaos with flights being canceled and flights being rescheduled. So we had some difficulty initially getting that information to a point where it was solid information.
So you're looking for her here? You're not looking for her out in other states, or are you looking for her out beyond that?
We're keeping, we're looking everywhere. And again, that's why we're here today, to try to find Anna and bring her home.
Is her husband cooperating with the investigation?
Yeah, her husband has been fully cooperative. Her family has been cooperative. She has family that lives outside the country. She has quite a few friends, both here in Washington, D.C. They've been fully cooperative in working with detectives, and the company that she works for, the security department, has been very helpful.
Did she take her license or cell phone, things that she would normally take if she was heading to D.C.?
It's reported that she did have her bags with her.
And what about her cell phone? When's the last time anyone was able to deliver a message? When was the last time she received a message?
The cell phone has been off since around the first of the year. And again, that's one of the investigative leads that we're tracking down. But detectives are working the electronic forensics. It's very difficult, as you know, nowadays, not to leave electronic footprint or some type of footprint, which are debit cards or your credit cards. And none of these things have been active since the first of the year.
What time was she supposed to be taking the flight?
It was reported that she left the house around 4 a.m. and shortly thereafter, I believe 6 a.m.
So someone saw her leaving the house physically?
We have information to that effect.
Video?
No video.
Is there any suspicion that she's in danger at all?
Right now, it's a missing persons investigation, and the focus right now is on trying to locate her, whether, she just needed a little break or a timeout. We're just looking for her. If that's the case, we're just looking for her to call. All it takes is a phone call to let us know that she's okay.
Is there any description of like a car or any, would she just be walking around, like how?
She does have she has a vehicle, but she leaves it in DC. She commutes several times a month to and from DC. They do have a townhouse in DC. The vehicle is usually left there. The vehicle is in DC. We're able to confirm that. We've been working with Washington, DC Metro Police. They've searched the townhouse. There's no signs of her there. So right now, the last information we have is that she get into a rideshare vehicle in the early morning hours of the 1st.
You know,
Who was the
what
last
car
person
the
to see her? Was it her husband? Did her husband actually see her leave the house? Who's been the last person who saw her?
He was sleeping when she left. It was reported as early morning.
How long will this be considered a missing persons case before you decide that she's in danger or something that along those lines?
Well, it's not normal that she's missing. So, we automatically feel that she's in danger by the mere fact that she's missing. Other than that, there's no evidence to support anything illegal.
Do you know why it took so long to report her missing?
We're not exactly sure. It seems like it was a situation where, she does work in DC, and it's not abnormal for her to, work long hours and not contact the home right away. So that seems to be the case.
You said she was reported missing Tuesday.
Wednesday.
Do you see any connection between her husband's crime?
Not at this point. There's, seem to be two very separate things. And again, the husband's been very cooperative, but our main focus today is trying to locate Anna, and hopefully we can get a phone call from her or someone that she knows, and that will let us know that she's okay.
What is the legal history that you know of her husband?
We've heard things. We've talked to our federal partners, but one thing does not seem to have anything to do with the other.
Does she have any history of mental illness?
Not that we know of.
Do you know what kind of car the rideshare was that supposedly picked her up?
We can't confirm that a rideshare actually picked her up.
So it was just scheduled to pick her up, or was
It was reported that she was going to be picked up by a rideshare.
Can you say who was the last person to see her if her husband was sleeping? Who actually saw her at 4 or 5 in the morning?
A family member.
Who was at the house?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so they physically saw her at 4 or 5 in the morning on New Year's Day.
That's what's being reported to us.
And was that one of her children, or was there somebody else in the home?
It's a family member.
And you said that his legal history doesn't have nothing to do with it. What is that legal history that you've examined and wanted?
Again, we're going to focus on getting Anna home. That his legal history, alleged legal history, I haven't independently confirmed, but the main focus right now is to bring Anna home.
Is there any reason you would believe that she would take off or that she would want to get away? Because you're saying to call us if you're out there.
Life is challenging sometimes. She has 3 small kids, the oldest being 6, the youngest being 2, the holidays, working out of state. Sometimes life gets chaotic. So, maybe a case where she just needed a break. And if that's the case, we just need a call from her or someone who has talked to her.
Have you ever found any ring cams or anything in the neighborhood that would show a car?
We're looking at all kinds of electronics and digital evidence. As of right now, that has turned up nothing.
Have you received any tips thus far?
We've received a ton of information from family and friends, and again, detectives from Cohasset Police detectives assigned from the state police, as well as Hingham, Norwell, Situate, and Hull detectives are running down these leads for us.
But at some point, this is going to raise a level of further concern for you that this isn't just a timeout.
We reevaluate this, every 6 hours.
Should the broader community, other than Cohasset, be on the lookout for her, or are you just saying the Cohasset area?
Absolutely, the broader community. She does have ties to DC. And also, she's an executive with the company in DC, so she has friends all over the country. So again, we're asking the public to keep an eye out and hoping for the best.
And is that real estate that she's in?
Yes, property management.
Can you go over the flight? Did she expected to take a flight from Boston?
It was reported that she was trying to catch a flight early morning hours of the 1st from Logan to DCA to Reagan International in DC.
Is there any way to know when that flight was booked? I think it might kind of questionable that on a holiday, when the Monday is a holiday as well, that she was flying back to work on the Sunday. Is there any way to know when that flight was actually booked?
We cannot confirm an actual flight. Again, there's been some challenges trying to work through the airlines with the chaos that's been widely reported over the holidays with certain airlines. So there's been just a ton of flights canceled and rescheduled. So all we can report definitely is that she did not board a flight out of Logan Airport.
Are there any plans for searches in Cohasset of any canines or drones?
We've already conducted a search with K9, our K9 unit at the house in adjacent area. We're probably going to revisit that either today or later this afternoon.
So who actually told investigators that they thought she was taking a flight, that they thought she was taking a ride share to flight? Was that her husband?
That came from family members.
Okay, and this is something that's because this is something that she traditionally does, not because she said to someone she was taking a flight in the morning.
This is not out of the ordinary. She does take flights to DC weekly. She did have a flight booked. There was a flight booked. There was a ticket issued for the 3rd of January. Again, this occurred on the 1st, and we cannot confirm a flight on the 1st. So
Concerning?
we're looking at everything. She was called. It's been reported that she was called to DC to handle some type of emergency at one of the properties that she manages. That's why she was attempting to go to DC early. She did have a flight booked for the 3rd, but she never got on that flight.
And again, you haven't confirmed that she got on any other flight. So
It's been confirmed she did not get on any flight
Any flight.
last week.
Right. Right. But her actual ticket was for the 3rd, but presumably she was leaving to go on to an earlier flight.
Correct.
And I assume there's been no credit card activity, bank account activity, anything like that.
We're working with the credit card companies, but at this point, there's been no electronic footprint at all. Okay, thank you.
The husband of missing Cohasset.
Okay, so there's that. That was the first press conference we had for Anna Walsh. There is going to be a press conference later. I seen it, and I'm trying to keep track of it. Is this the tab I have here? No. I want to play this. It's just a minute long. This came out today.
Detectives from the Cohasset Police Department and the Massachusetts State Police detectives assigned to the Norfolk District Attorney's Office have been involved in an intensive investigation into the fate of Anna Walsh, a 39-year-old Cohasset mother of 3, since she was first reported missing on January 4th. Early in this investigation, the police developed probable cause to believe that her husband, Brian Walsh, age 47, had misled police investigators on material matters important to the search for Anna Walsh. He has pled not guilty to those charges and is currently being held at the Norfolk County House of Correction. The continued investigation has now allowed police to obtain an arrest warrant charging Brian Walsh with the murder of his wife. Mr. Walsh will be transported to the Quincy District Court for arraignment on the charge of murder. Additional details of the investigation and the evidence in support of those charges are likely to be presented at arraignment, but will not be disclosed at this time. This marks the second allegation of domestic violence homicide in Norfolk County in less than a month. Our thoughts are very much with the family these crimes have left behind.
It says a press conference is gonna be like at 5 or 6 o'clock p.m. and it's like 40 minutes till 5 p.m. I'm gonna try to hang out as long as I can for this press conference so we can get it. And I hope I can stream it for us. Hi, Smiley.
Yeah.
I'm still keeping an eye out here to see if I can find anything new on this. I did get some documents. Let me see here. I guess the arrest warrant, maybe. I got that. Let's see here. Let me turn this banner off. Okay, so here is his arrest warrant. Can you all see that? Yes, Frank, that would be nice. Thank you. Can you all see this? I can't make it no bigger, but I think it's pretty clear here. It says the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Norfolk, SS. District Court Department, Quincy Division, number 23, in the matter of an arrest warrant issued on January 17th, 2023 for Brian Walsh. Order pursuant to Uniform Rules of Impoundment Procedure Rule 8. Pursuant to Uniform Rules of Impoundment Procedure Rule 8, Trial Court Rule, it is hereby ordered that, number 1, the affidavit and application of Massachusetts State Police in support of the above entitled arrest warrant. Number 2, the above entitled arrest warrant. And number 3, the motion and affidavit in support of this order, all be impounded, and that those materials be held in the custody of the office of the clerk magistrate of the Quincy Division of the District Court Department. After a hearing, the court finds good cause exists based on factors including, but not limited to, the nature of the parties in the controversy, the type of information and the privacy interest involved, the extent of community interest, constitutional rights, and the reason for the impoundment. The degree, duration, and manner of impoundment ordered by the court are no broader than necessary to protect the interests set forth in above, and no less restrictive measures are available to protect the interest. Based on its review of the interest, I can't even talk. Based on its review of the arrest warrant materials and the information set forth in the Commonwealth's motion, supported by warrant materials and the information. Look, I'm getting myself off. I'm trying to read it from the screen. I can't even see it myself, and I'm asking y'all if y'all can see. Based on its review of the arrest warrant materials and the information set forth in the Commonwealth's motion supported by affidavit, this court finds good cause for impoundment of those items listed above to protect the following interests: confidentiality of ongoing police investigation, including secrecy of grand jury, need to prevent destruction of evidence that has not been secured, including testimony of witnesses and victims and witnesses' privacy interest. The court hereby orders that the materials listed above shall be impounded immediately for a period of 3 months until Friday, March 6, 2023. Number 2, this order is without prejudice of the Commonwealth's right to move to extend the time period of impoundment if good cause arises for further extension of time. Number 3, this matter shall be placed on the list in the Quincy Division of the District Court for Friday, March 10th. I can't hardly read that writing on there because they had it for April 7th and then they changed it to March for determination of whether good cause exists for further extension of impoundment. And number 4, this order is not impounded. And upon the return of the warrant, it is to be considered a public record available for public inspection by the court justice of the Quincy District Court, dated January 17, 2023. Sorry, I hate reading. I should have known not to read something that little. I can't even read my damn self. But yeah, They put it off for 60 days, I believe, or something like that, or 90 days. What was it? March. So
What?
it's 60 days, or I wonder why they're not going
What?
to get on it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what is it they put off?
Can y'all hear me good still?
Can you not hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hold on a second.
Hello?
Oh, there's something about little Harmony.
Can you hear me?
Bless her little heart. Harmony broke my heart. I covered that. Well, I didn't cover it, but I followed it.
Hello?
I can't. Never again. Never again. I'm trying my best to stay away from these babies. I can't do it. Harmony broke me. I remember, hey Dallas, what's up, bro? How you been? I popped in Bartender's Live last night. I didn't chat because I couldn't stay long. And I seen y'all in there.
Can you hear me?
Yep. Smiley, what, you agree with me about the babies? No more babies. I can't do it. Frank, you having problems, bro? See, oh, good. Thank you, Smiley, for answering me. We're going to try to get this press conference. If I can get it besides... Oh. Okay, let me go on Twitter here. Do I have Twitter saved? No, I don't. I don't even know how to log into my main Twitter. I don't even know what the login information is on it. Okay, hold on.
Can you hear me?
Here.
Hello?
No, I don't want notifications, man. Twitter sends me all kinds of crazy notifications. Media, let's see here. Oh, it says he'll be arraigned tomorrow a.m. Oh, they've impounded the arrest warrant for 3 months. So they've changed it again, I guess. Or no? March, April. No, they put it the original, I believe.
God, are you deaf? Hello?
Like, I don't know how in the world to log into my main account on here. I just say I'm going to try to plug up my headphones here. See if I can connect these suckers. Bye-bye, mother sucker. Because I can't, no. Okay, can you all still hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Do what?
I'm talking. Stop talking. I swear.
I can't hear you, Frank. I hear you, but you're cutting out really bad on me.
Jack can hear me, but you can't.
I can, but you're cutting out on me, and it's delayed. Go back out and come back in. Maybe it's my end. I don't know. No, Allie heard it too. You're a robot. So it wasn't just me.
Hello.
Hello? I can hear you.
Can you hear me normally now?
Keep talking. It sounds like it's still cutting out.
Take your earphones, take your earphones.
No, you're cutting out. No bueno. No good. Let's let Frank figure that out. I'm going to go back to searching like I was. I wonder, what's this police department called that's doing her? That's going to be doing this press conference. Let's see here. I can't believe that more people are not talking about this. I'm serious. You give with me? It wasn't just me, Frank. You're the one having the issues, bro, not me. I could hear you, but it was horrible connection. Get it together. This fucking alien's gonna get us. That's what you get for talking about my ears. Now, how's your ears, Frank? I did have some stuff saved on this case that I was going to go over, not this soon, but let's see what I got on it here. Let me go. It's sad, though. Just tell him where her body is, for fuck's sake, you know?
Can you hear me now?
It sounds like it's still going to cut out. I can hear you, but it kind of sounds the same. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're fine.
do have some things. Date added, Otis. Hey, Thor. Oh my God. Hey, bro. I ain't seen you in forever. How you been? Thor don't love me no more. Or his
Can you
daughter.
hear me now?
Yeah.
Get better now.
You send him TikToks? TikToks.
I'm
Been
sure
in your
you've done it.
up.
I'm
Sounds
sure
like there's
you've done it.
no bueno. I'm gonna play some of these videos I got. About this case that I was gonna play, not this soon, but shit. No. Oh Lordy. Back in the USA now. Did you go over there for the holidays? Don't I know somebody else has a holiday. I can't Chinese Christmas or something, or Chinese New Year, or isn't there something like that? I don't know why you made me think of that, Thor, but isn't there some kind of other New Year or Christmas or something overseas about this time of year? Here's another friend of Anna's. I thought so, Allie. I thought there was another Chinese something or something. I didn't have to look that up. It just popped in my head. See, I can remember stuff. And I can't tell you what we just talked about 10 minutes ago.
Anna was a big part of Sky International Center in New England for a few years, and she was also a sponsor of one of the biggest events of the Sky International Center, the Gatsby Gala. And I know her professionally through real estate and as a sponsor for the event. She came to the group, always was full of life, incredible giving person, quick thinker, and very good management skills. So when she would make a commitment, she would follow through. And the surprising part was that Anna always spoke about her children, but never spoke about Brian. And also, she would not come with Brian to the events, even though those events were special, and for her career were special because we recognized her as a community, invited her to the stage. And when I asked Anna
Why was she not with him?
Alone, she said it was avoidance. It was never a direct answer. It was unusual, typically when such a big event as that was the event of the opening of the grand opening of the Sky International Center, you would think that Anna professionally would be with her husband, and perhaps Nanny would take care of the kids. If I would ask directly, Anna would say, let's talk about the kids. So
wait, hold on a second, Natasha.
Probably.
Hold on, just so I understand,
Yes.
Natasha. When you would ask your friend what's going on with your husband or whatever, the way people ask, she'd say, let's talk about the kids?
Correct.
And how did you take
basically switching the subject. I didn't take it personally because a lot of successful women are going through challenges, and it's not easy to manage your career and the children and the family. And I knew that there were some challenges with Brian's past, but it was a no subject. So I
All right, but let's
also
talk
knew
about that.
Anna,
What kind of no subject it was, Natasha? Did you know enough to know that she was afraid, or that she was pushing for things to end, or that there was any type of crisis?
I can't say that I'm the best friend of Anna, so I'd like to speak from the facts. When we spoke directly about the family and the husbands, that would be exactly the answer. Let's not talk about it. So it was pure avoidance, and I'm not the person that I would push the subject further if the person is not willing to open up. But you could see the pain or avoidance or the subject. And when Anna posted some posts on Instagram like vulnerability, and there would be
the one with the mark on her eye
to talk about it. Yes. So
did you ever ask her about what that meant? Because she doesn't explain how it happened.
Not directly.
She changed the caption later. She just said vulnerability with a hashtag.
Correct. And that's why I tried once, and then Anna would be easily and happily to talk about friends, community, international community. She expressed very deep feelings for me as Ukrainian, because we spoke about Serbian war and Ukrainian war. In fact, I invited her to come to the Ukrainian festival in Boston University last August. And Anna said, I'm really sorry, but right now I cannot participate because I am moving my whole life and kids and the family. That's how she said, to Washington, D.C. She, in fact, changed her career. She stayed in the same field in real estate, but she had all of the plans. She said that she had all of her professional life now has moved to Washington, D.C. She didn't give the reason why, from my understanding.
Right.
I did ask. She said it would be good for my career. But I think Anna, she's a Cornell University educated woman. She would have a career anywhere. It was her choice for the reasons that are unknown to me personally. But I thought, this woman can move the mountains. Whatever she decides, it's great. And I wished her the best journey ever. And she said,
and now the concern is they have 3 young kids.
Again.
The father is in custody.
And that's the biggest
mother
concern.
is missing.
Yes. And it does not look like, unfortunately, that the mother or the sister are coming. It's a tough subject. So basically, we as a community decided to help the children to keep them together. If you are aware of Massachusetts, DCF, Foster Care, and the Child Protection Services, the statistics, unfortunately, are not favorable for siblings. Around 50% of the children are still being separated. It's not like in Canada or in Europe that siblings are not allowed to be separated. Massachusetts allows to separate siblings, and this is our biggest concern as friends of Anna. We want to protect them and make sure that if somebody from the family will show up, that they will take care of the kids. But right now, we've contacted Braintree office where supposedly the kids are located. They were supposed to move to the foster care as of last week. We've contacted everybody from the government to the police. And unfortunately, there is no response to us as an international community.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of News Nation's fact-driven coverage.
6 years ago, Anna Walsh and her husband Brian welcomed their first baby into the world, and it was a little boy. 2 years after that, another boy would follow. And with yet another pregnancy, 2 years later, the trifecta would be complete. 3 baby boys, all under the age of 4. But those little boys, now 2, 4, and 6, have not laid eyes on their mother for 2 weeks. They have not had a hug or a snuggle. And they haven't seen their father since a week ago today, because he's sitting in jail, accused of lying to the police about where he was in the hours after their mommy vanished. He is not an official suspect in Anna's disappearance yet. And Anna's disappearance is not a murder yet. But usually when we report on tragedies like this, little kids are swept up into the loving arms of their grandparents or their uncles or their aunties. And it is a different story for the Walsh boys. Anna Walsh's family is from Serbia, so there are some complications there. Brian Walsh is an only child, so no aunts, no uncles there. His father died in 2018. His mother is alive, but she's become part of the investigation since trash bags from a dumpster right around her home contained blood, a carpet, a hacksaw, and a hatchet. So where are those 3 little boys supposed to go? For now, they're in the custody of the state of Massachusetts. And at such a young age, it is impossible to imagine what those babies are going through with no family member anywhere in sight, no kiss goodnight from somebody you trust and love and know. Joining me now to sort through what happens in a process like this is Darby Fox. She's a child and adolescent family therapist. Darby, I got a couple of things I want to ask you about the process and then the emotions of this all for little guys, right? First, let's talk about the process. What does it mean when we hear at this early stage they are in state custody? What kind of state custody? What kind of bed? What kind of mommy figure?
So that's a great question, Ashley, and we can't totally answer that. But what we want to keep our mind on is the state custody means they have to take over and have the actual responsibility of having these kids. They could be in a home, they could be in a specialized foster home where the parents have gone through trauma therapy training and they are used to taking something like this. We just don't know. And it makes sense from a legal perspective that, especially with this investigation still going on and the grandmother now involved or the paternal grandmother now involved at some level, that legally the only people that can be held responsible for these kids is the state of Massachusetts. So it doesn't necessarily mean they're in a bad place or in a bad home, but it means the state is protecting them and they will make the decisions on what happens to the children.
Okay, the big question everybody has when they see all these pictures have all three little boys in them, right? There's rarely a picture without all three of those little guys. Look at them. They're so cute. They even dress the same. Please tell me they don't get split up, especially in these early days. Just they would keep all three together because they are the only family now that they have.
They will make every effort to keep all three together. That is all family law is based on that. Anytime you go into a foster care system or any kind of custody like this, the research tells us, family law tells us we try to keep them all together and with some kind of biological attachment. So the only time they might get separated is if there is a care need, like a disability or some special need that is too much for one family to take, or if there isn't a family that can take all three. And sometimes states are overwhelmed and don't have someone who can take all three.
I didn't want to hear that. That was what I was hoping you weren't going to say. Something tells me that there are going to be so many people who come forward. We've already heard of 3 neighbors and friends who've made an application to DCFS. Here's a weird question, and I don't want it to sound shallow, but little kids don't know the difference between shallow and what they just deserve, right? But they look like they come from pretty fancy household. They look like they come from lots of money. Grandpa had a Salvador Dali. So can the state figure out a way to get them into an environment that's kind of close to the lifestyle in which they become accustomed, or is that sort of out the door?
That's really out the door unless one of the foster families that matches up is a family of means, like you say, with the background. They will certainly try when they assess them to put them with someone that is first priority will be handling 3 kids in trauma. That would be the first priority. And the means doesn't come into play really as a first choice, to be honest.
Yeah, the trauma is a whole other kettle of fish, right? This will be lifelong, especially for the 6-year-old who really knows a lot more than the 4 and certainly than the 2-year-old. Darby, oh gosh, I wish we were talking under different circumstances. It's nice to see you. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Darby Fox joined. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.
Norfolk District Attorney Michael Morrissey has announced that a murder warrant has been issued in the death of Anna Walsh, the Cohasset mother, who has been missing since on or about New Year's Day. Of course, you're looking at video of her husband, Brian Walsh, now charged with murder in connection with Anna Walsh's disappearance. He had been charged with interfering with the investigation. WBZ's Chief I-Team investigative reporter Cheryl Fiandaca joins me now to discuss this. And so, Cheryl, bring us up to date on why this would have been issued today.
Well, it looks like the DNA and all of the blood evidence probably came back by now. We know that they found a knife that was partially broken in the basement of the home. They know they found some other blood evidence there. They found other evidence at a site where they were searching here in Peabody. All of this evidence from this site here, taken from the mother's dumpster. The mother of Brian Walsh lives in Swampscott. This was a dumpster outside her condominium where the evidence here was found in. Sources tell us the evidence there involved a hacksaw, a hatchet, some blood, and cleaning supplies, and all of that obviously would have gone to be tested at the state lab as well. And all of that evidence by now would have come back, and they would have all of what they would need to file the warrant for his arrest on the murder charge. And, a lot of folks don't know, but you can file murder charges against someone without having the body. Circumstantial evidence, while a lot of folks think that you cannot be convicted on circumstantial evidence, in fact, you can be, and many people are every day.
Right. So an arraignment will be scheduled for tomorrow, as early as tomorrow, they're saying, at 9 a.m. in Quincy District Court. And again, for people who have not been paying close attention, Anna Walsh was reported missing several days into 2023 by her husband after it had been reported that she had left her 3 small children allegedly gone to do business in Washington, D.C. But it was that gap in the timeline, right? That he said she had left the home on New Year's Day, but he didn't report her missing until days later. And then, as you point out, what looks like extremely damning evidence found in the basement of the home with the blood and the bloody knife.
Right. I mean, he apparently calls her employer looking for her, saying that he's not heard from her. Her employer reports her missing. But that's days after he says that she left for a work trip, a work emergency trip in Washington, D.C. And also a friend of the family who had been having dinner with him, he says he was having dinner with him. We of course, haven't verified that other than what they say, said that she seemed happy and fine and the couple seemed fine. And at first, the police actually came out and said, we don't think there's anything sinister here. We don't think this is a crime. We're just looking for her. And we're asking folks to come forward with information. But really, within a matter of days, all of that turned into something much more serious.
Let's listen. Here's the Norfolk DA.
Detectives from the Cohasset Police Department and the Massachusetts State Police detectives assigned to the Norfolk District Attorney's Office have been involved in an intensive investigation into the fate of Anna Walsh, a 39-year-old Cohasset mother of three, since she was first reported missing on January 4th. Early in this investigation, the police developed probable cause to believe that her husband, Brian Walsh, age 47, had misled police investigators on material matters important to the search for Anna Walsh. He has pled not guilty to those charges and is currently being held at the Norfolk County House of Correction. The continued investigation has now allowed police to obtain an arrest warrant charging Brian Walsh with the murder of his wife. Mr. Walsh will be transported to the Quincy District Court for arraignment on the charge of murder. Additional details of the investigation and the evidence in support of those charges are likely to be presented at arraignment, but will not be disclosed at this time. This marks the second allegation of domestic violence homicide in Norfolk County in less than a month. Our thoughts are very much with the family these crimes have left behind.
So there is the Norfolk DA. So Cheryl, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, arraignment in Quincy District Court. What happens to Brian Walsh now? Is there something different about where he'll be held? What happens next for him?
No, he will probably still remain where he is. He's being held on charges of misleading investigators. And he's also out awaiting sentencing on a federal case where he was on an electronic monitoring bracelet. So he's going nowhere on both of those cases. So he'll be held until they either have a probable cause hearing on these new charges or they do a direct indictment to Superior Court, which is probably quite likely.
Yeah. What are your sources telling you about this evidence that as it was being gathered, we had seen in those first days where it became obvious that something sinister had happened here? There was a search behind a grocery store about a mile from their home, then that fell off. Then they searched the house. There have been other areas in and around their home in Cohasset being searched. If they never locate her body, what does that mean for this case? And the PB landfill, we saw that as well.
Right. It looks like they went through a very methodical investigation. They searched the home, they gathered evidence there. They searched a number of other locations. They drained the family's pool in the backyard. They searched the entire woods. They took the trash from Brian Walsh's mother's condominium in Swampscott and searched through that, where they found a number of other items of evidence. And they gathered all of it and brought it to the state crime lab, where I assume at this point in time, the fact that they're bringing these charges, that DNA and blood evidence has come back that directly connects him to her murder, to Anna Walsh's murder.
None of this means that if Anna Walsh is a victim of
Is your volume good now, Frank, or your audio?
I don't know. Is it working?
Yes, thank God. Finally, fuck.
Yeah, okay, it's working now.
Yeah, you're good now. What was the problem?
Well, I deleted all my history on my phone, so that
Much stuff open.
No, I just deleted all the history, like, of what I've been through and everything. Deleted all that, and it seems to be working now. So
Yeah, you had too much stuff in the background.
no, my history, the catch.
Well, that's what I meant. I'm not trying to say it any other way. I know what you mean. You don't know what I mean. I don't know how to talk. Have you looked for the presser?
I haven't done nothing. I've been doing it, trying to sort this out.
Because see, look, where I seen that they're going to have one was on Facebook, and I'm not going to stream my Facebook. I'm not doing that.
You need to set up the cotton candy.
It was a fucking nightmare.
You need to set up a cotton candy one, so when you're streaming, it goes to that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess.
Can you not find one on Twitter?
No,
No, I'm just asking.
I was looking. Let me look again. It's been a minute since I looked, but oh, here we go. I got something for us. Maybe something for right now. Oh my God. This is funny. Not funny, but he looks weird.
He really does. He stares like OTT, ain't
But look at this picture of him. Hold on. This is him this morning. It says after the cops raided his home. He looks rough as fuck. What the
When they
hell?
raided his home? You mean when he was arrested? Because he was already being held, were he?
Yeah, this is when they raided his home. Not yesterday, but
Yeah, when he was arrested.
yeah.
Yeah.
I said when they raided his home. That is when they raided his home.
Yeah, I know.
Looks like he
Calm
just
down.
got fresh out of bed, don't it? Look, at one side.
After a heavy night drinking.
Yeah.
Do you think he confessed while he was drunk?
I don't know.
We saw that or DNA, any?
I think this here is him today. His arrest picture. Let me see here. He still looks funny.
Ali says he looks like a
Is that
meme.
today or was that old?
My guess is that's shortly after being woke up. I don't know when it is, though. I weren't there.
Because look, if you get served a warrant, you still got to be arrested for that.
Yeah, even if you, we
Even
call
if
it
you're in
gate
jail.
arrested. In the UK, we call that gate arrested. If you're already arrested and they charge you with something, they come and gate arrest you.
Yeah, they still got to read you your rights and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a weird one. This motherfucker don't quit yelling in the background. I'm going to be on here. I still can't get top chat on my phone. Can you, Allie or Ella?
It was doing that on my phone. I could go on to the live chat, but it was just bouncing back to the top chat.
I can't even pull up the option to do it.
It's the same thing anyway. Then all it is one gets rid of the, the spam bots. You just don't see them.
It don't bother me as bad, Allie, because I got StreamYard, over here looking at it usually.
I know, but say like it. If it stops someone from commenting and you have to review it, I don't think you can see that.
I am looking for a fucking... Surely there's going to be somebody streaming it on YouTube.
I'd say log into my Facebook, but then you'd have access to my Messenger, and that's not happening. Just set up a quick page now, Cotton Candy, and then...
No, I'm not fucking with it.
Okay.
I'm really not on Facebook that much.
I'm
I
just saying, if
gotta
you find it there, it's the only way to do it, really, isn't it?
like I don't even have my real Facebook active. I have a sock account that I like. I'm in some true crime groups, you know, just for that's the only reason I'm on there with the sock account, so I can be in some true crime groups. But I don't even really get on Facebook that much because I forget about it because I don't have my main account I use. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but I did go on my sock account and look for a press conference, and there is one, but I can't find it on YouTube. You can share screen.
I can't.
You
All I
should
can
be
do,
able
look,
to.
yeah, if I had a laptop set up, yeah, but the only laptop I got a broke screen on, I can do this, but that's about it.
You know, I know who might stream it. Let me hold on here.
Jaundice.
No, crime lines and lies.
Oh, but will she strike you?
No, as long as it's not like bullshit with her, you know, like dogging her and stuff. Make it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's for good use. Yeah, she don't mind. She usually streams stuff like that though. Let's see if she. I know her
I
from
used to
the
send.
Sophie Long case.
I used to send her stuff. Do you know, like if the creators I was working with paid me off, I'd send it all her and be like, "Don't tell no one I sent it yet."
I like Brooks.
Me
I've
and her,
known her a long time. I don't know her, but
we don't really get on. But I think like if ever because she puts a lot of good lives on, so like I'll send her a super chat every now and then. But we had a disagreement
know.
in. But I've sent her loads of stuff since. Like she's always thanked me and that. So it's like, do you know, if I say hello in the chat, she'll say, "Well, Frank must have sent me an email or something because he don't come in here to say hello."
oh, here's something on Fox News. It's just a video, but about him getting
Alright.
arrested. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Facebook is the devil. Well, I got rid of my Facebook back in 2020 during the Michael Long case. I can still use Messenger for it, but I don't even really fuck with it. I usually just text people.
Grizzly or Strike, so that's not an option.
I don't like Grizzly.
Yeah, she'll Strike.
I don't like her.
Yeah, she's arrogant.
Yeah, I don't like her. WFLA will probably stream, but they strike. They sue.
See who is on Facebook and see if you can do it through. Like you look for them on Twitter. They might be streaming to Twitter as well.
I looked on Twitter. I'm not real good with Twitter.
I know you've got it private, and it's like that's
No,
not
I
going to
didn't.
help.
I made it public. Go look. I made it public today after you said that. I don't like my shit public. I don't really care.
But it's for your channel, ain't it? You want your channel to grow. Your Twitter's got to grow with it.
It don't have to do nothing. I don't have to. I like my privacy. I don't want to be spread out everywhere. I mainly just use Twitter to get information, not to like share information or nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's a good way to promote your channel.
I know. I talk to people through Twitter. I do talk to people. I still can't go on fucking Top Chat. It don't even give me the option. Ugh. Hold on, let me.
Go on.
I'm just looking for a presser. I went to the Twitter page of the page that I saw it on Facebook of, and they don't have it on Twitter.
You know the police and that, the police department. Type in so-and-so police department press conference.
Oh, never mind. Hold on.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm on the right page. I guess down this Twitter, they're gonna, because somebody retweeted that they're gonna be live team coverage at 5 and 6. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a presser or if it's just gonna be them giving information.
It's information, either way.
Right, it's still information, but yeah.
Person didn't really seem like a press conference, did he?
Who?
The first, you know, when you showed the first one earlier, it didn't really seem like a press conference, did he?
No, a bunch of people said that press conference was weird. I'm
Yeah, it
looking
was.
here. Let's see. Oh, here, let's see if he's got something. But see, the Facebook or the Twitter I'm on right now on my computer is not the same as my original one. I don't know how to get it on here. It's probably good I don't have it like that because I do message people. Ooh, I found pictures of the trash or the dumpster from his mom's home that they took.
I sent you a video of him going through it.
I get so much shit I can't keep up sometimes, Frank.
I know.
You know my memory's horrible.
And your attitude.
Oh well, here you are, birds of a feather. Ha 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 ha. They'll for sure probably have a presser tomorrow because in the morning he's got arraignment at 9 a.m.
So you reckon they'll have one after?
I think so. What do you think?
Well, they had one for Brian, didn't they?
I don't remember, but look, they're not going to have court nothing again on this case or anything for 3 months after tomorrow. I don't know why.
Isn't that his thingy case? His fraud case that you read out earlier?
What about it?
Wasn't that his fraud case you was reading about earlier? Or was that?
No, it's on this.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on this
I don't
case.
know. I was jumping in and out, weren't I?
Because they said for some reason they're going to set it out for 90 days.
Probably the same as Brian's. They're probably gonna, because Brian had a pre, but this is
Brian's
probably
is more than 90 days. Brian's is like 6 months.
yeah, but
His
that's
is in
because
June.
yeah, but they could have had an earlier date. But if you remember, his lawyer or attorney, she requested July, end of June, beginning of July.
Yeah. Which I
'Cause
get that. That's a much different case. You know, it's more people, more everything. They got bodies. Oh, Madonna's going to Boston in August. That's pretty cool.
Madonna?
Celebration tour. Yeah, Madonna, the singer.
I know. I'm just surprised she's still alive.
She's not really old.
Hmm.
Oh, hell. Yeah, I don't know.
She looks double the age of Kylie.
Hmm?
She looks double the age of Kylie.
Let me see here. Surely they'll have it somewhere besides Facebook.
A lot of them do it through Facebook so YouTubers can stream it, and a lot of them do it through YouTube so YouTubers can't stream it. I mean, look at the Kylie Rodney one. They was doing it everywhere, weren't they? All over the
Yeah.
place. And you couldn't get a
Yeah.
stream. I had every single one of them streams.
Kylie's case consumed me at one point. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. I had to step away. You're welcome, Smiley. Have a good one. Let me see. Where's the... I'm here. I'm just reading and looking. What time is it? Oh, it's 5 o'clock. There ain't nothing streaming yet. They said between 5 and 6. It has to be East Coast time in Boston, right? What are you doing?
Me?
Yes, I can hear you. Sounds like you're punching a punching bag. Are you typing? Where'd you go? I can't find it now on... Let's see. Go here. Yeah, it's not live on YouTube or Facebook yet.
I can't get onto anything because I'm on here. I've just had a look on Google.
You can't get into nothing?
No, if I go on anything, it'll knock this off. Try that one on Facebook, as in like privately. See if that one comes up.
I have. It hasn't.
13 minutes past.
It'll be at 6 then, probably.
What does it say on Facebook?
I don't know. I'm not looking at it.
Well, can you look at it, please?
No, because I'm looking at something else right now.
Sunglasses.
Sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm looking at Anna Walsh. Anna Walsh. How do you say it? I'm looking in one of my groups about her now.
If you're in there, comment, can you get a link to the press conference? Try, Dave.
Somebody give me the link.
What's wrong with you people?
Yeah, I don't know. Are you looking too?
I can't.
You can.
No, listen to me. I can't. Ali should be looking. Otherwise, we'll take away a matrix.
I don't know if Allie's even here.
No, I think she's out drinking.
There's so many trolls these days on Facebook.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean.
You know.
I am officially back on Facebook today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. See, WFLA would surely stream it because they're covering this case.
Then I got anything on live schedule? Because normally they've been booking them lately.
Who?
I've noticed WFLA, you know, with the Brian Koberger stuff, they've been having it all like the day before. I'll see them and I'll click notify on it, and then next day the lives come up.
Yeah, but we weren't expecting them to get arrested today, or arrested for this murder.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if there was something going on, like you said, they'd have something going on, and they've been using that tool lately where you can pre-book a live.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think so. I think we're not having it. I think my best bet is this Twitter post I seen.
Comment on it saying, is this going to be live and when?
Brian Walsh is also facing a charge of improper transport of a body in addition to his murder charge.
That would be like how in the Serenity case I was charged with abuse of a corpse. My guess would be, wouldn't it?
Improper transport.
Yeah, abuse of a corpse just means moving it and burying it without illegally, basically moving. And Wacky had an interview today. Was it a job interview, Wacky? So I should be able to.
Do what?
I need to get a laptop, don't I?
Yeah. I don't think it's going to be like a pressure. I don't know. Maybe though. No, I don't want to tweet. What the hell?
Hang on. See, because you know when you share screen, it comes up under guests. So I'm just thinking, if no. Let's try this.
Mikey
No,
Tacky, he was already arrested. He's been arrested. But he got charged with her murder today, though. There's only one. You got to be. There's zero, zilch, nada.
Have you got to send me a request to share screen? Have a look, see if you've got to send me a request. Because if you've got to send me a request, I'll stream it through my Facebook.
I don't even think it's playing. How do I send you a request?
I don't know. I thought you giving me the powers would have done that when you did that. It must be. Do you know what it is? I think it is that. I think it's just because I'm on my phone.
It's only been 2 weeks, Wacky Tacky. He needs to give them her body. Give it up, motherfucker. It's time.
Yeah, it is. Have they got a death penalty there?
I don't know.
Take a death penalty away. Make him suffer for the rest of his life.
It's a
Make him think
Commonwealth
he's going
state.
to.
I don't know if that interferes with it.
I don't know what that
That's
means.
crazy. What? You don't know what it means?
Commonwealth state. I don't know what that means. I know they call their defence attorneys like Commonwealth attorney. No, like their head attorneys, Commonwealth attorneys, and that.
Well, there's not very many Commonwealth states, but like their laws are different and they're hardcore kind of.
Where Thingy's from, Cody's from Cody Bigsby. He's a Commonwealth state. So I remember he's Corey Bigsby's first attorney saying he was going to the Commonwealth to find out why they won't allow him access to his client.
The Commonwealth, yeah, there's like, is this DC or PA that they're in? I think DC, or not PA, Massachusetts. Massachusetts is Commonwealth, I believe. I don't know if DC is or not. I don't think so.
DC is where she's working and like where she was meant to be. That makes sense. Yeah.
Let me go see what JB's got to say on Twitter here. Yeah, I don't think so, because he would when look, JB would have went live if it was a presser, because he's got post on it here. I think I'm on a fucking wild goose chase here.
All right. I hate geese. I hate them.
I'm going to buy you one for Christmas next year.
A goose?
Yeah.
Why? There's loads on my street and that. I just walk down the canal and there they are. They all congregate in one spot.
Everywhere.
Yeah, and they congregate in one spot so you can't get past and you get near them and they get aggressive. The worst of it is the Canadian geese. They're here as guests in our country. Very rarely see a British goose now.
Uh-oh. Florida's getting a Buc-ee's.
What?
A Buc-ee's restaurant. I mean, not restaurant, gas station.
And that's bad.
No, that's good. Florida's getting
Or
a
is it-
second one. There's one like up north Florida. Then they're going to put one in over by Orlando. It's a Texas gas station. And it's like the coolest
pull-
gas station ever. Buc-ee's.
we should call Ali Mother Goose from now on.
Why? She's not a goose.
You know the nursery rhyme where she's got all the kids and they live in a shoe? Mother Goose. She can be Mother Goose.
Why can't she be Mother Hubbard?
Because Mother Goose is a nursery rhyme that I know.
Oh, shit.
Why you gotta be complicated with things? I don't know.
What's your deal? What the shit?
I've got to buy my niece a phone tomorrow.
Huh?
I've got to buy my niece a phone tomorrow. She asked me if I had an old phone. I said I'll buy her one.
You gonna buy her a phone?
Yeah, she's pregnant, so she needs one, don't she?
Yeah.
So I'll go buy her one. I've got a spare one. So, sorry. I've got a spare one somewhere, but I'll just buy her a new one.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a presser. Watch, as soon as I end this, something will show up. You know it would.
I don't dispute it. I need to know. Listen, I need you to send me the police department, and I will look.
I don't
as
know
soon
the
as
police
it's
department.
So where was you seeing this live on Facebook then? Send me the link to that.
From the
Can you
news
send me the link
channel. It was a news channel.
Just send me listen to me. Send me the link to it, and I will look because I'll know where I'm looking then. Do you know what I'm on about?
Yeah.
Yes, well done.
Look on
Just send me if you send me the link, I'll be able to branch out from there.
News Channel 25 Boston, I think it was. I don't know.
Boston's that's where she's supposed to be. He's not there. So why would they have a press conference on him?
That's where they're from.
No. She's from Massachusetts. He's from Massachusetts, ain't he?
Boston is in
Boston-
Massachusetts.
Oh, I thought Boston was where she was working. She was traveling to Boston.
I don't know.
Oh.
I can't think right now. I don't know. I just know Boston, Massachusetts is the news channel's been handling this case. I don't know any of that. I can't remember right off. I got too many tabs open in my brain at once right now.
Well, I don't know. Have you looked at the thingies that I sent you, the episodes?
At what?
Them episodes I told you about in the last stream.
I seen it in Discord. I haven't looked at it.
Oh, well, I looked at it. Some of them are an hour. One of them's an hour long, and then the rest are like 40 minutes.
I do got a video here I found of a different one of her friend that we watched earlier. Let's see here. Did we see this?
Victim with this latest turn in the America. Anna Walsh, once considered a missing person, now a murder
That's
victim with
recent.
this latest turn in the investigation. Her friends are grateful for this step towards justice, but they say this day is bittersweet.
So grateful that you got this information as soon as quickly to the people, because it hurts the whole community and the whole New England.
One of Anna Walsh's friends reacting to a major development today that her husband will face a charge for murder.
rejoice. Well, if I could jump, I would jump. It's a horrible things to think that you would jump to find out that somebody was arrested. But that is the harsh reality, Anna deserves justice.
The 39-year-old mother of three was last seen on New Year's Eve. A massive search was underway at her home in Cohasset, as well as in D.C., where she also lived for her work at a real estate company. Her 47-year-old husband is currently behind bars for misleading the investigation. Brian Walsh allegedly lied about buying $450 worth of cleaning supplies. Then prosecutors revealed that investigators found blood and a bloody knife in the basement of their Cohasset home. Now the DA announcing Walsh is a murder suspect.
The continued investigation has now allowed police to obtain an arrest warrant charging Brian Walsh with the murder of his wife.
It's the first time authorities are acknowledging that Anna Walsh is no longer alive, which is why her friends say today's development is bittersweet.
But if we all have closure, I think we're getting closer to justice. So it's a good win. It's a win day. Sad, but good at the same time.
Brian Walsh is expected to be arraigned tomorrow in Quincy District Court, again on the charge of murder. It is then what we expect to learn more about the evidence and what prosecutors have that led them to take this step. At this point, though, it is unclear whether investigators have actually found Anna Walsh's body. Live in Cohasset, Sarah Conji, WCVB News Center 5.
That's the newest thing I could find out.
Yeah, but do you know what's important? What you heard there? She's a murder victim. She's not like it's not like investigation to. Hang on, she might possibly be murdered. They must have something to say. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's that hacksaw and stuff. I bet they got DNA back on it.
Well, yeah, they had DNA, didn't
they? They said his mom couldn't take care of the kids. Take out that his mom's sick, but they said that she was a suspect too because of what they found in the dumpster at her house. And they have cleared her.
She was part of the investigation now. I don't think she'd be a suspect. I think they just have to take precaution if you don't.
Shit.
Do you know what I mean? Well, they have to take precaution.
Hold on, I'm trying to read. I don't know. Let's see. There's nothing else though. I need the damn.
Can you hear that noise behind me?
No. What is it?
I got cancellation. I wanted to know. Oh, them doing the roads, and for some reason, apparently it's appropriate to do it at 10:30 at night. Even though it's a residential area, so everything should be shut off by 5 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I don't hear it.
I think that's why my StreamYard's playing up as well. They're interfering, like.
That could be. Because it will mess up a signal.
See, those that live on the main road are doing mad. 10:30 at night and them doing this. Can you hear it, the jackhammers and everything doing?
I can't hear nothing.
I went past earlier and they said it was going to be a night work, and I was like, "You checking the mic, are you?" And they was like, "You devils doing it nights anyway," and I was like, well, "True. It's more money."
Yeah. Hold on,
That's
I'm
like
reading.
residential area there.
Have you found any about oppressor? Frank. I can't hear you at all now.
Because I was muted. I told you I can't do it while on StreamYard. And I need a basis of where to start looking, but you won't send me a link.
Oh, hold on. Is People Magazine, are they pretty good or bad?
People make that's an American thing, but I'm sure she did some work for him or something like that, or he did. He was in there.
No. It ain't got nothing to do with this case.
Oh, okay. I'm sure it's like, what is it?
Are they good? I mean, do they put out real stuff or is it bullshit? I don't really know nothing about all these magazines.
I don't know. What is it? Oh, swear to God, you drive me mad. What is it that you're looking at?
It don't matter.
So what are you at? Okay, then it doesn't matter whether they're good or bad then, does it?
That's why I need to know if it's good or bad before I put it out there, because I don't know.
Then state that you got it from People Magazine, not your normal source, and you'll have to do your own research into finding out whether it's true. So come on, what is it? Oh, give it you.
I'm listening to you.
No good listening. Tell us.
Go look at Cough Drop. You'll see. You can't, can you? Because you're on your phone. Shit. I know it says hold on, let me go back up here. That Brian Koberger repeatedly messaged one of the victims on Instagram. Do you hear me?
I was looking it up, but like I said, if that's true, we wouldn't know about it because of the gag order. If that's true.
Yeah, but shit could get leaked. Or was leaked early on and nobody said nothing, you know, or you don't.
Nah, I just don't believe it until discovery happens. Because don't forget the day he was arrested, multiple accounts turned up on Instagram for him. So, do you know what I mean?
But somebody said that early on, Kaylee's dad spoke that there could be a connection, but he, in quotations, wasn't ready to talk about it.
I'm not disputing it completely. I'm just saying it coming out now is just, for me, it's speculation. Until I see something solid, it's speculation, especially being it's coming from her. Are they putting it out as fact or are they putting it out as speculation?
No, hold on, there's a video. that people made. Hold on. This is all allegedly, in my opinion. Everybody, I'm not stating nothing as facts. Y'all want to come in here and no, but I will share it with y'all. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I haven't listened to this, so I have no idea what it's going to be saying.
2 weeks before the November slayings of 4 University of Idaho students, the man, now accused of killing them, sent a series of messages to one of the victims on Instagram. This, according to an investigator familiar with the case, who tells people that in late October, Brian Koberger, quote, slid into one of the girl's DMs several times, but she didn't respond. The source adds that the message was basically him saying, hey, how are you? But he allegedly did it again and again. It's unclear why there was no response to his messages, but authorities say that the victim may have missed them completely. The investigation source explains that they're still trying to determine how aware the victims were of Koberger's existence, and adds that there's no indication that he was getting frustrated with her lack of response, although he was, quote, definitely persistent. The 4 victims were all stabbed to death in an off-campus rental home in Moscow, Idaho on November 13th. A masked intruder entered the home and killed the students with a fixed blade knife. More than a month later, authorities arrested the 28-year-old Washington State University graduate student at his parents' home in Pennsylvania. He was charged with 4 counts of murder and 1 count of felony burglary. He waived his extradition to Idaho, voluntarily agreeing to return to the state to face the charges against him. According to the probable cause affidavit obtained by People, one of the victim's surviving roommates said she saw the killer and described them as a, quote, figure clad in black clothing and a mask, who walked past her as they left the crime scene. The affidavit also alleged that Koberger was linked to the crime scene by DNA and cell phone pings.
But look, I think if it's one of them, I don't think it's Kaylee. I think it's Maddie. I think he knows Maddie and Xana from the Mad Greek restaurant. I guarantee that's his connection. I ain't guaranteeing, but in my opinion, that is his connection. Said that he was messaging one of them, but they never responded. I don't know that I trust this magazine, though.
I think People magazine's normally like celebrity news and that, really. Still nothing on the press conference.
No. I haven't looked, though, really. I gave up on it. Let me see here. No. Let me look in this group, though, again. Hold on. See if they post any news. Let me. No, that's just it. Antifreeze. What the hell's antifreeze?
Antifreeze.
Antifreeze.
Someone was in court for that this week. There was a trial, so he killed his wife by antifreeze or something.
Yeah.
I see.
What the hell? Come on. My internet's slow right now. Yeah, I can't find nothing. I'm going to get off here for the evening. If I find anything, I'll post it or go live or something. I got to get me
Okay.
some eating.
Okay.
Yeah, she did have a sassy mouth. I think
Well,
Maddie
she
was
is-
a target. I was just responding wacky tacky. All right, I'm going to get off here. Bye,
Right.
Frank. Bye, everybody.